Think I'm on. Yes, I am on. Must be. Yeah, now I'm on. Hi everyone, Mickey Jacobs here. Welcome to Angel Chat. It looks different. I'm using different device today. Hopefully we'll have it a little more clear, a little bit of a crappy quality last time. I think it's because it's my older computer and I'm using my I still can see who's watching. Hi, Yurit. Thanks for joining in. So I'm using my new iPad, so I'm hoping today would be a little bit of a better quality of the video. And if it is, then we'll go from there. If no, I'll buy another device. Anyway, hi everyone. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk about grief. For those of you that read the little message that I wrote before, I kind of want to give a little bit more of a heads up as to what grief is and why do how do people feel awkward about it. So we will talk about grief today and exactly what to do, how to approach a grieving person. Sorry about the noise. There's about 1 million animals here that you do not see. They're all like on the ground around me. But that's how we love it. So yes, over the time in my work with people, obviously I do work with grief as well, unfortunately, as well as my hospital work, volunteer hospital chaplain. Then myself too, really, over the years, as well as people that is so awkward, so uneasy to approach someone that lost someone, specifically if it's raw, if it's new, as opposed to maybe someone that's grieving a few years after. So obviously today advice you'll be able to apply to anyone that's grieving, someone that you know, unfortunate, someone that lost someone, a family or friend, as well as something like I do, which is come in contact with people that are grieving, whether it is through my work or in a hospital. So I'm going to discuss it a little bit so you feel a little bit more comfortable and share my experience, as I always do, to help you as well. So the death is obviously weird, and because we are all different, we never know what to say, how to say it. We don't know what's going to help, if to smile going to help, or to laugh is going to help, or by crying, are we going to make them even more upset? So the first thing I remember about myself is to be okay that it's awkward, obviously, like everything else. Understand that to talk about death or someone that lose someone, specifically, the extreme example would be grieving parents, of course. So bring them on camera. Bring them on camera. Mercedes. I don't know what's that mean, Mercedes. Someone advised me to do something here. Don't know what's that mean. I don't know. Just tell me if you can see me, because I'm not really savvy at all, and I don't know what's that mean to bring them on camera. I'm waving. Yeah, I can see you. So hopefully you can see me. So let's continue. So to be okay that people are grieving, to be okay that you feel awkward. So I remember accepting that is okay. Kind of take the expectation down, even if you make a mistake, even if it's not quite the reaction you needed or the right word. That is okay. So like with everything else, give yourself permission that you don't born an expert. Sometimes it's of unfortunate experience, whether doing the work that I do or simply have experience. As we grow older in life, we would come across that people that grieving, or our own grief, unfortunately. So relax on yourself. Know that you can get a little bit of tips as to how to do that, but of course no one is perfect, and you might say sometimes the wrong word. So the way I tell people about how to approach a grieving person is by kind of reading their energy. It's really important. You'll be able to tell if a person is up to share with you the story of what's happened if the person do not want to talk about what's happened, specifically if it's a young passing. Some people I come across that very much want to tell me about the detail, what's happened, word by word. And obviously once I realize they want to come forward and share the way their loved one passed away, then you'll be just listening. You would look at them in the eyes, you would be present. Of course, we all can read each other and we can be very aware if we are not present. So not only you look at them, you project the intention of obviously listen to them every word as to what they say. So it is important to read the person, the grieving person, and see if they want to talk about it. Sometimes you would bring it up and they would say something like, yeah, that's very sad. And they would kind of close it up and you would realize it's not something you want to poke or ask. You just kind of want to leave it alone. So you do want to read the people that are grieving in which you are trying to help. And it's really quite obvious. First of all, the concept of everyone can do what I do. I mean, you know, we spoke about it in the last video, that we can all hear spirit are helping us as well. We all have that ability to read each other. You don't have to be a medium, and we can read the reaction of a grieving person or what they would like to do. So you can apply also if they want to talk about what's happened, what their mood, read it, look at it. Some people would like me to joke with them. When I enter a hospital room, I can read the energy in a way that sometimes the family that lost a loved one want to joke. Maybe not about the passing, but certainly want to joke, want to lighten up. So again, if you enter a room or a loved one or interact with a family or come to say condolences to a family who lost someone, then you read the faces, you read the energy, you read the collective energy on the room, because energy kind of spread around, if you will. And it's easy, it's the best reliable way for you to know as to how to approach a grieving person. Again, not only if to talk or not to talk about it, but what's the mood. You don't want to be smiling and crack jokes where the people are not up to it, while sometimes absolutely I came across people that were joking about my accent, which was perfection, because that would be an icebreaker, if you will. And then as you start to talk to them, really your job is to be aware when they had enough. Sometimes people grieving would talk and talk and talk about it, kind of like a therapy, if you will, while sometimes they just talk really little, and your job is to back off if you realize that they are done talking. So again, you need to be aware of it. Another thing I came across, thank you everyone, it's kind of far, and despite the glasses, I can't quite see. Bring them on camera. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means, Ronnie? No, Clayton sitting here, don't know what that means. Let me see, let me press something. No, that was it is. I really don't know what that means, bring them on camera. Does that mean you don't see me, guys? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I should have learned this new device before I came over. So I'm just going to finish today's class. Hope that you'll be able to see me. Obviously, I might not be able to see remarks, but I hope that I'm on. Another thing I came over time to understand is that you don't want to use phrases such as, I know what you're feeling, I know what you're doing, I know what you experience. If you didn't experience that, again, specifically grieving parents, it's gentle, it's fragile. You want to be careful what you say, how you say that. If you did not experience loss as a child, then you cannot tell them, I know what you feel. Now, is that going to bother everyone? No, nothing bother everyone, but I came to the conclusion that I have to be very careful if I say something like that, because sometimes people say, no, you don't know how you feel, and then that would be kind of a little bit more awkward and frankly unauthentic. If it's loss of a spouse and you, God forbid, lost a spouse, certainly you can say that, because that would be helpful. You would be kind of talking out of experience, if you will. So you want to make sure, because a lot of people mean well. It's all come from meaning well. I meant well many years when it was kind of awkward to me. You mean well, but because it's so delicate, because it's so sensitive, then first and foremost the job is absolutely to read the person first and foremost, and be careful, don't throw stuff out there if you not familiar. I know a lot of people ask, shall I go to a grief group, so if you experience with grief groups, actually grief groups, or what would that call grief, thank you guys, thank you for reassurance that you can see me, grief support group for grief is fascinating, how it can tremendously help someone that grieving, why another one, it would actually backfire on them. I know I came across, I believe it was only 2 weeks ago, when a person, not only the grief support group did not help her, it's actually turned her off, because it's kind of pulled her down. She was there, and obviously everyone telling the story, and therefore in that specific incident, that woman did not benefit from support grief. So again, your job is to say something like, I do not know. Your job, perhaps trying to help a grieving person, is to say something like, I believe that I would like it, I'm not sure, didn't experience it, or to say something like, I know who you are, and I believe this is something that would help you. Naturally, in that example, you would need to know the person, of course, honey, which I did do over time. If I would know the client or the person, I would say something like, I believe that support group can help you, because it would put you out there, let you share unfortunate other stories like you've been experienced. So, and another thing important for me to say here, don't let the awkwardness say nothing. Because a lot of people know that it's awkward, don't know what to say, don't know how to act. I know sometimes people don't even know what to do with their hands. If to hug the person, which we cover, you need to read it. Your team, spirit, they will help you. They will talk to you. They will help calm you down, because naturally spirit would like you to help other people. So just relax about it. Again, be okay if you're not an expert of grief. And if you're there, then obviously I'm throwing off, because everyone wanted to bring the camera on and I don't know how to do that. Next time. So is that awful, honey? I know, so sorry guys. So another thing is, again, because it's awkward, if you know, let's say friends, lost, family friends lost someone they love, then don't let that stop you from going. You don't want to do that, because that would interpret even worse. Or don't let that stop you calling if it's, further to visit. You do want to reach out. I'm also a big believer on absolutely express what I feel. Say something like, I don't know what to say. A lot of time I say, this is just so awful, I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to say. If I cannot put myself in their shoes, which is a difficult, tragic, or a loss, I just simply say, I don't know what to say. So better than say nothing. And again, that's something that you might don't want to back off of. You might want to kind of do it. Also, for those of you that know my teaching, I'm big on rising above awkwardness. Everything that make you awkward, everything that make you uncomfortable, you rise above it, and you rise above it by doing it. So you do it, I wouldn't want to say again and again and again, because obviously we're talking about grief here. But once again, naturally, as we grow older, we would come across more and more people that perhaps need our help to try to support them or listen to them and help them with their grief. So this is something that you want to, don't give up to the awkwardness, but rather go for it and rise above it. So I can't see your comments. I can a little bit, like someone say, hi, Mickey. Yolanda. But then everyone said, bring on the camera. I wish you guys were with me in my living room, giving me a lesson as to how to bring up the camera. I'm so bad at computer. I'm kind of getting into it as the 21st century continue to unfold, but really don't know how to use it. So forgive me, I should have looked at it earlier. I suspect in the other computer last time that was doable, and this thing, I don't know what to do, so I'll do it for the next time. See, we're getting better. Every video would be better until we got it all right. So I hope would be nice if I would see a little bit more, you know, questions or remark about the topic, because sometimes I forget something naturally to teach. But the main thing is just for you to know that there is no right or wrong. Don't give up. Don't do that. It's the person does need your support. We should be there for one another, specifically at the time of grief. And there are people too. They know it's awkward. They know it's not perfect. So everyone would be on the same page if you just relax and be yourself. Kind of wait. Read what's going on in the room, family member, and then kind of act accordingly as to what you say. If you need to listen more, if you need to talk more, if you need to explain from your experience. But that's something that the Spirit would guide you, as they always do. And this is something that you can get to be just right. So thank you very much, guys. Let me see, who am I bringing today? Sure. Hold on. All right, so Ladybug is here today. I'll try to bring different animals every day. All three are here, but Ladybug is here. So thank you for joining in, guys. I will learn how to bring the camera next time. I hope you were still able to hear and see me. So, mwah, love to you all. Here's Bug kissing you. Mwah. Talk to you later. Bye.